that could make the difference. Okay? So, we're going to go through, in the next session, different types of levels that people are at. Okay? Poverty class, working class, middle class, upper middle class, and world class. Which one do you think is the one that are going to be champions in that group? World class. You're paying attention, right? You're focused. Okay? You want to be world class. And guess what? You want to be world class in everything that you're doing. Not just one thing. Okay? Because all those other things that you do add up to who you are and where you're going to get to. Okay? So we're going to talk about that a lot more next week. But think about it as you're focusing and as you're going through the next week. In other words, you know, if I'm doing my homework, am I really paying attention to what I'm doing? Or am I texting? Am I on the phone? Am I thinking about a video game? Am I thinking about dinner? Okay? And when you're focused, guess what? Your performance is going to go up. And it's actually going to take you less time to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Okay? Because you're really focusing on it, concentrating on it, and putting all your brain and all your intelligence, all your creativity, right, into what you're doing. And that's going to separate you from other people who aren't doing the same thing. It's really simple. Okay? If you're able to concentrate, if you're able to focus, that's the difference between also two people who are world class. Okay? If you think about people who are running sprints, you know, running track, separated by tenths of a second. Okay, but one person consistently wins. Right? Their technique, they train for years and years and years. Their technique is the same. Okay? It might be one, just might be a little bit more focused. Might want it just a little bit more. I had that inner reserve to push a little bit harder. Okay? So think about that when you're doing your things. And then, right, as you get that built into your system, what's going to happen is other people are going to start to notice. Remember, in my school, University of Florida, okay, we got national champions in basketball, football, gymnastics, baseball, softball, all these different sports. And I listen to what the coaches talk about. And they got the best darn coaches in the country. Okay? And, you know, there's usually a tremendous difference between someone who comes in their freshman year and the jump that they make to their sophomore year. Because what they did was they learned the importance of being focused. They learned that, hey, right, if you practice the way that you're going to play the game, you're going to go ahead and be successful. But if you don't practice with focus, then when it's game time, you're not going to be as successful. And when you get to a certain level, guess what? They're not going to go ahead and give you the minutes because you didn't practice as hard as this next guy. Okay? In the sports that we do, right, it's predicated on what you're doing in practice that determines what you do on game day. Just because you're the best athlete doesn't mean that you're going to get the minutes. You got to put in the work. You got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right focus. Okay? So everybody got that? Okay, cool. Now, remember, I talked also about a project that I was going to have for you called The Power of Three. Right? Who wanted to be on TV? Okay? Well, we're going to do a little practicing for The Power of Three. And what it's going to be is you're going to break into groups of three. One person is going to be the presenter, the other person is going to be the interviewer, and the third person is going to be camera. So who has a cell phone? Okay. So make sure that at least one person on your team has a cell phone, because that person's going to record, right, the other two, the presenter, the interviewer, and the person that they're interviewing. So, first of all, let's say you're an interviewer. All you're going to do with this simple method right now is we're going to go ahead and walk up to someone and you're going to introduce yourself. Right? Hi, my name's Kyle Benjamin. I'm with 16 Things Kids Can Do. We're a not-for-profit organization, and we're petitioning the President of the United States to declare August as National Kids Month. Could you sign our petition, please? That's the presenter. That's it. You introduce yourself, you introduce the name of the organization, right, what we are, and then what we want to do. We want to have President Obama declare August as National Kids Month, right? Simple. So the person's going to take the petition and sign, and then the next person in your team is going to say, you know, we're also going ahead and asking people what they think is a problem in the world. What's a problem that you face? And what do you think needs to be done about it? And the third person is camera. They're going to record all of this happening. And then later, it's going to be posted on our YouTube channel, on Facebook. The person who got interviewed is going to get a copy of it. And people are going to vote on your team and this interview. And you might end up doing 10 interviews with 10 different people during the course of, you know, whatever, a week or and people are going to vote. The groups that have the most votes in this group here, right, are going to get something. I'm not going to tell you what. Okay? But you're going to get something. All right? So, what we're going to do now is let's break into groups. Okay? So, get groups of 3. Yes? What? Right? When we get the petition done, right, the president agrees to sign it. Yes. Right? Some of you will be invited to go on the delegation to the White House. Right. Okay. So, break into groups of 3.
I got a phone.
Right? People with phones are valuable. Okay, you got what? Each group of 3 go to a different table. Now, last minutes in here. Okay, let's read that. We don't have a lot of time. Guys, groups of 3, get to a different table so you practice. We're going to do it again. This is going to be the first time.
Oh, it's the first time.
Okay, so what you're going to do is one person is going to be the presenter, the other person is going to be the interviewer, and the other person is going to be camera. So decide who's going to do what, right, and then practice what you're going to say. Okay, now if he screws it up, that's fine, but you guys act, right, as monitors, so you go ahead and help him with what he's supposed to say. So if you're the person who's presenting, right, you try to say what I said originally. Okay? And then you guys help him out if you forgot something. Then if you're going to do the interview, you go ahead and say, and you guys help him out. You're going to do camera. You're going to do camera, but you're going to rotate. Okay, this looks like a group of 6. Okay. This is competition. Split up.
Yo, split up, please. Hurry up.
Come on, guys. So what you have to do is you choose who's going to be the time. In other words,
I want to be there.
you say, what do you think is the problem?
I'm president.
Who's going to be down?
I'm president.
And then later you guys are going to switch. So you got to learn about code words.
Hi. I'm doing good. You?
Did y'all post this video? Y'all play this up?
Yes.
For Donald Trump. That's not funny.
Bernie Sanders going to what I said. Give me the phone.
For what?
You got a little
Okay, now, who's going to be That's the You're the cameraman. Okay, cool. So what you're going to say as the interviewer is you're going to talk to someone and say, one of the things we're doing is we're asking people about a problem that they face. Okay? And they're going to do this solution. So actually, give us an example of one problem that you face.
I'm telling you.
No.
I'm actually
Presenter does, yes. Presenter says about 16 things and about signing the petition.
30.
Well, there's only 16 things. The interviewer is the one that asks about a problem that people face. What's the problem that you face? What people face? What do you think the solution is? And then you're going to film. Any type of problem you have. There's only one problem that's yeah, and what they think is the solution. So practice. Okay, well, we're going to actually do this for real.
What does the presenter do?
The presenter is the one who says about 16 things. So, right, you say your name, you say the name of the organization, and then you say, we're petitioning the president to declare August as National Kids Month. Could you sign that petition? So what do you say?
Like for the project racism. Racism.
16 more kids can do. What is it? 16.
I'll watch it.
And what's the name of the organization? 16 things kids can do. So we gotta say in our
A part of 16 Call my house.
16 things kids can do. That's again, you gotta say the name of the organization.
That's what I do after I present myself. How you doing? How's your day? You alright? Alright, my name is Amanda Gusano. I'm from 16 Things Kids Could Do. We're a non-for-profit educational organization. The camera making me stutter. And we're trying to get him to sign. No, we're trying to get him to sign.
We learned who signed that petition.
We'd like you to sign our petition. August.
Yeah, see now, see, wait, this. No, it's going to be about, we're presenting this in May. And what you guys are going to do, it's not going to be Donald Trump. Okay. You're going to have to cut that part. Okay. So the thing is, some of you will be featured on our TV show. Listen, guys, some of you guys will be featured on our TV show. Okay, you guys are so ready.
What is TV show?
16 Things TV magazine. Yeah, it's starting in May. Okay, it's starting in May. So there's going to be 500,000 people watching this.
Oh my God. That's a lot of people.
Okay, so then you got the interviewer. What does the interviewer say? Somebody else will be interviewing. But you can rotate too.
I don't like speaking. Like, I don't like that.
You see, that's what you got to practice. Right. The interviewer is the one who asks.
You got all the questions, right? You got to give it to me.
Go ahead, say interview.
How do you feel about
I was like, no. He asked you like, oh, how?
You got to ask what they think is the problem. I think the problem is truth reality.
So-
then you say they didn't talk about that.
Okay, I got it. So what do you think are some of the problems in today's society?
He don't like that.
Kids. That was a joke. Okay. And then you're going to say, what do you think needs to be done to solve that? So those are the two steps. What do you think is the problem? And what needs to be done to solve that problem?
You have to write it down.
No, I remember.
No. You want to, that's what it is. It's practice. It's the same thing about practice. Okay, we're going to get started. You're going to be presented. Okay, you're 16 days kids can do. You want to say 16 days kids can do. 16 kids can do. Right. No, that's where you're from. That's where you're from. No, 16 days kids can do.
16 things kids can do.
We're a not-for-profit education organization. Let me ask you a question. Can you hop and dribble at the same time? You can? Okay. So this is the beginning. That's good. So, what's your name? Yeah. And I'm with 16 Minutes Kids and we're petitioning the president to declare August as National Kids Month. Kids can do.
Non-profit organization. I got right there.
And then you sign a petition. Okay, so you're going to have a petition. And then what is the present? That's what the presenter does. What is the interviewee? What is the What do you think is the problem? And what's the solution? Right. Yep, exactly. That's it. Okay? And then your camera, right? Your camera? Your camera. So you're going to record that. Okay. So we're going to get started. Okay.